So, good morning all, welcome to the channel today. Monday morning, about 10 to 11 now. This video may be a bit late going out because I do not have any access to the internet on my phone at the minute, whether that be through data or Wi-Fi. And obviously everything I do on the channel is done through my phone, so who knows, it could be a couple of days, could be by the end of the week, hopefully before we play Everton. I'll see, otherwise it's just going to be a bit confusing. But anyway, Monday morning, surreal yesterday. In the years of supporting Newcastle, probably I took an interest from 2006, but properly from 2007, so we took in 16 years. I've never seen anything like that. I mean, we've been spoilt this season with some high scoring games. You look at Brentford, you look at the Fulham away in particular, West Ham away, but I've never seen anything like that. That was unbelievable. So yeah, I'm sure you all know it was yesterday, St James's Park, playing Tottenham. A huge game. I thought it was going to be, prior to kick-off, I was confident of us beating Tottenham because of, you know, Spursism and all that malarkey, but it was all set up to be a highly competitive clash, you know, 4th against 5th. We had the chance to really cement our place in the top 4 and perhaps kill off Tottenham, because I think their next 2 games they got Man United and Liverpool. So it was a real chance to do some damage to a top 4 rival, and we smashed them to bits. Newcastle United 6, Tottenham Hotspur 1. I mean, the scoreline is good enough, it's unbelievable, but that first half, that first 22 minutes, I've never seen anything like it. You know, we score after a minute, we're 3-0 up after 9 minutes, and then 5-0 up in the first half. I think it was 21 minutes we were 5-0 up in. Unbelievable. I do apologise about the glare of the sun. It's quite a nice day down in Cornwall today, and Mrs. is at work, so I've got my little lad in the back who's just aptly, great time, and dropped off for a nap. So in the car is the only chance I've got time to do it, really, to do these videos. But yeah, fantastic performance. Wow. So just gonna talk through the team sheet. So I predicted, I was talking to myself in the shower yesterday morning, actually thinking, what would I do? Because we are bereft of a left winger at the moment. Joe Linton obviously ended up in left wing, which he has done successfully a lot this season, but he's at his best and his most effective in the midfield position. But I was just thinking, you know, Dan Burn, although I passionately defended him on Facebook a few weeks ago, he has just looked a little bit, not ragged, but struggled a little bit recently. You know, the Brentford winger gave him some trouble. He did fantastically, I thought, against West Ham, against Bowen, but then Aston Villa, he did struggle. And he's played a lot of games this season, a lot of games. And for a guy that you would say is more of a left back, probably his best position is a left-sided centre back in the back 3, because then you get the best of both worlds. You know, he's playing a bit wider, but he's still in that central area. But he's been superb for us at left back this season, absolutely superb. So I was thinking, well, our left side has looked at its strongest defensively when you've got Joe Willock left side midfield, Dan Burn at left back, and Joe Linton on the left wing. So I was thinking, you know, instead of dropping Dan Burn, why not shore up that left side? Because obviously Maxey's injured, so our winger options are Anthony Gordon, Jacob Murphy, and Miggy Almiron. Just pure wingers. I know Isak can play on the left hand side, but they're pure wingers, and all 3 of those prefer to be on the right hand side. So it was perfect move to bring Joe Linton in, really shored up that left hand side, and it proved to be a stroke of genius, because Eddie Howe, you know, those decisions are just, he would have made it like that, and then to him, small details, very important, but you know, that wouldn't have required a great deal of thought from Eddie. So yeah, it was our normal flat back 5. Nick Pope, Dan Burn, Sven Botman, Fabian Schär, Kieran Trippier. The midfield three, as I predicted, Sean Longstaff on the right, Bruno Guimaraes through the middle, and Joe Willock on the left-hand side. Front three, Isak through the middle, Joe Linton, as we discussed, on the left wing, and Jacob Murphy on the right wing. I didn't expect Miggy to start because it was his first appearance last week since being injured. He was on the bench, so I would have liked Miggy to start, but I was expecting Anthony Gordon, to be honest, because he didn't have a great performance against Aston Villa, but again, he was on the left. He prefers being on the right. And let's be honest, the whole team was poor that day, or below par. But yeah, Jacob Murphy, I was slightly surprised to see him, but well, what a decision that was. So, first minute in, Bruno slips as he sort of sides the ball out to Joe Linton. Joe Linton picks it up on that left-hand side, gallops towards the Tottenham back four. Far too easy against their right back and right-sided centre-back. Cuts inside. Well, I'm reluctant to say cuts inside because he just sort of ran past them. Just sort of jinked past them. No great skill or trickery, just powerful, direct running. Has a shot. Joe Linton will probably be slightly disappointed with the shot because he had space. I was shouting at him to put his laces through it, really smashed the ball into the corner. He went to place it. Lloris made a decent save, one of the few things that he did well. And Jacob Murphy is Johnny on the spot, hot onto it, bang, smashes it into the back across goal into the top left-hand corner. What a start. I think that was 61 seconds on the clock. Then, I think it was the 6th minute, I believe, Fabian Schär picks up the ball on the right-hand side of the defence. Like we know he's so capable of, and like he does so often, plays a lovely diagonal long pass. Joe Linton's called for it, and it's just synergy in motion. Those two, the understanding. Schär knew exactly what Joe Linton wanted. Joe Linton knew exactly what Schär was going to do. The understanding between them, it was telepathy at work. Joe Linton bends his run perfectly, calls for the ball, Schär delivers, bends his run perfectly, and that goal was perhaps, and I know Joe Linton, we should stop thinking about Joe Linton when he first signed in his first 2 seasons, but just from a nostalgia point of view, that was perhaps the second most satisfying goal. I'll go on to my first in a minute, but can you imagine Joe Linton under Brucey Ball, the number 9 on his back, taking that ball well, and you know, he would have fluffed that chance. He probably wouldn't have even made it. The run wouldn't have been right. It just would have looked a mess. But that first touch was perfect. Went round the goalkeeper perfectly, and slotted it in the back of the net. And I've said on a previous video that when you go round, I think it might have been talking about Joe Linton against West Ham. When you go round the goalkeeper like that, to me, that just exudes such confidence. You know, that is a proper confident striker's finish. And it's a proper, you know, you look back, again, I'm repeating myself from the previous video, but players like Thierry Henry, R9, Raul at Real Madrid, you know, just that ultimate confidence to go around the goalkeeper. Gareth Bale when he was in his pomp at Spurs, Robin van Persie, you know, a player short of confidence does not try that, and it's wonderful. Then on the 9th minute, Son's got the ball in midfield. Fabian Schär, or Son goes to take the ball in midfield. Fabian Schär comes in, perfect time, and nips it in front of him. Jacob Murphy gets the ball. Jacob Murphy takes a touch, takes another touch, sees there's an acre of space. The Tottenham back four have dropped off him. There's none of the midfielders are anywhere near him, and he thinks, you can just see in his head, he's like, fuck it, I'm having a go here. Boom! Wow, a good 23, 24, 25 yards out, smashes it into the bottom left-hand corner. what a strike. Now, on commentary, that they did allude to the fact that Lloris didn't move. I'm in the camp of thinking even if he did try to dive for it, he's not getting that. It was a perfectly struck shot. And let's be honest, Hugo Lloris's performance yesterday, nothing he did past that first save from Joelinton suggested that he would have saved that shot. Fantastic. And I'm so happy for Jacob Murphy, because he's played a lot of games this season. You know, to be fair, he's been trusted a lot by Eddie Howe. Eddie's given him lots of chances, but still he's got the odd people grumbling that, oh yeah, he's doing a decent job now, but he's not good enough for the long term. And he showed yesterday he absolutely is. Is he going to start if Maxi's fit and firing? If Miggy is playing to the form he was at the start of the season? Probably not. But he showed he is deserved. He showed his quality, he showed his place. He showed that he warrants a place in this team. He deserves a spot in this team somewhere. And I'm so pleased for him, because I've been a big supporter of Jacob Murphy for years. I was pleased to see him do really well at Sheffield United and then come back. He struggled under Bruce, which a lot of the players did. He played right back, he played right wing back a lot. The thing I like about Jacob Murphy is he's always been a trier. You know, we shouldn't celebrate professional footballers for putting in 100% effort every game, because let's be honest, they're on fantastic money, and that's the bare minimum. That is the bare minimum requirement for a professional athlete, is to put in 100%. But what I like about him, he's always brave. He never hides, he never shies away. He's willing to take on that shot, try that cross, you know, try that dribble, try and beat the man. And largely throughout his Newcastle career, this season aside, largely it's not worked out for him. He's tried things and the crowd go, oh, because it's not delivered. But he's always had that go, that belief in himself, and he's always tried. He's been brave, and I like that. So yeah, fantastic. So then we continue to dominate. Spurs are not at the races at all. They look shaken beyond belief. And you're looking at these players thinking, all right, I know there's been upheaval. Conte's come and set fire to the place like he always fucking does. I don't know why any club would want to go near that bloke, because he just... People on TalkSport criticise Rafael Benitez for being a pain in the ass when he was at Newcastle for Mike Ashley and potentially creating more problems. I don't subscribe to that, but Antonio Conte, fucking hell, he's just fucked it beyond belief. So they looked shaken, they looked pale, they looked like ghosts on the pitch. Joe Willock, wow, gets the ball in midfield. We've hit them on a sort of counter-attack. The space everywhere, and Joe Willock is one of the best players in the league at driving into open space. He's deceptively quick. He's a great dribbler, carries the ball really well. He's a powerful runner, and he just outside of the foot. Wow, lovely pass, falls perfectly into the feet of Alexander Isak, who goes through pretty much one-on-one against Hugo Lloris. And this form of Isak recently, there's no question. You know he's going to score, and he finishes it into the bottom left-hand corner. Perfect. 4-0. Now, honestly, I cannot describe enough, I cannot emphasise enough how good a pass that was by Joe Willock. If that was done by Kevin De Bruyne or a Martin Odegaard, or I'm trying to think, well, either one of those two, they're the two, probably the two best attacking passers in the league. If that was done by either one of those two, the media would be waxing lyrical about it. But it was perfect. It was a perfect pass, perfectly weighted on the run. It's not like he took a touch, rolled it out in front of him, and then had a little run up to the long ball. He took it on the run, bent it perfectly. Amazing. Then the fifth goal comes. I'm trying to remember what happened now. Alexander Isak again. I think Sean Longstaff puts it a little ball in behind. Isak takes it on, and in all honesty, a World Cup winning goalkeeper who's meant to be Spurs' captain should probably say that it's not the hardest shot. It's precise, it's accurate, it's on the money, but it's not the hardest shot that he's ever had face him, and Isak scores. Unbelievable scenes. Couldn't believe what I was seeing. I don't know what to say. It was class. I'm bouncing around the front room at this point now. My little son, who's in the back sleeping, he's not even 2 yet. He'd be 2 in the summer, and he's loving it because he doesn't understand what's happening, obviously, you know, but he knows that Daddy's jumping around with his football shirt on, getting very excited, so he's giggling away. My little girl's giggling away. It's brilliant. We dominate the rest of the half. Go into half time thinking, oh my god, if this carries on, we could be looking at double figures here. Obviously that doesn't happen. Newcastle, we weren't complacent in the second half. Complacent is not the right word, but we did step off the gas a little bit because it'd be hard not to, because the game is won. Spurs came out, changed the system. I think they made a couple of subs. They definitely made one in the first half, and Spurs look a lot better, a lot more compact. Their midfielders are actually putting some tackles in now and not just trying to scythe Bruno Guimaraes down at will. And you could accuse me of having a spoiled attitude, but to see Spurs score was disappointing, because for one, we all want Alan Shearer to retain his record, and ironically the club who Shearer supported and loved playing for, captain, and scored so many goals for, is the club that seems to guarantee Harry Kane a goal every time he plays us. It was disappointing to concede because Kane picks it up on the left wing. I wouldn't say he drives at Fabian Schär, he dribbles towards Fabian Schär, turns inside, and he does Schär, and it is a great finish, to be fair. Nick Pope, knowing Nick Pope, he'll probably be disappointed, but Harry Kane's the second best marksman in the country. You know, as much as I'm not a massive fan of his because of what he did against Everton and the way he gets protected in the media just because he's England captain, he is a top striker. So that was a little bit disappointing, but so the second half was much more competitive, much tighter. We had a few chances. When lovely to see Miggy come on, he added some impetus. Anthony Gordon come on and played okay. We get the 6th, Miggy driving into the heart of the box. I think he goes to sort of shoot. It bubbles off a defender, right into the path of Callum Wilson. Thank you very much. Bang, into the bottom corner it goes. A lot of people would say, oh, it's lucky it landed right at him. Yes, it did. It landed right in his basket, right at his feet. However, it came at such a pace. You know, the ball was fired back off the defender off to him. If he wasn't alive and well and ready to the situation, he could have easily missed that chance. He didn't. Thank you very much. Newcastle United 6, Tottenham Hotspur 1. Wow. I probably should, although this video is going to come out a few days late, I probably should have left it a couple of days, because all I can say is I can't believe what I'm seeing, and wow, and I'm fucking, oh. So, we are now 59 points, 3rd, 3 points ahead of Manchester United. I think, are we either 3 points ahead of Man United or level? Obviously they've got a game in hand after playing in the FA Cup the weekend against Brighton. They've progressed through to the final. Unfortunate to see Brighton not make it, but it is what it is. And yeah, great stuff. We are 6 points ahead of Tottenham Hotspur now, with still a game in hand. We play Everton on Thursday away, which will be a tough game. Then I think we play, oh, I forget who we have after that. Oh, Southampton at home on, I think it's the Sunday. I hope it's the Sunday, because Thursday and then Saturday will be a tough task, although we might have to get used to these short turnarounds. Obviously with European football on the horizon for next season. Southampton, you'd like to think at home that should be a bit of a banker, but they showed away to Arsenal, who are at the top of the table, that they can compete. So nothing is for certain. But yeah, Everton at Goodison will be a tough game. We're going to have to be on the money. I think we got the quality to beat them. They're still languishing at the wrong end of the table. They've improved since Sean Dyche has come in. However, it's still a tall order. It's still going to be a tough game. So we're going to have to make sure that we are properly on it come Thursday night. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there because I'm going to stop the car now. Thanks for watching. I hope everyone enjoyed yesterday as much as I did. I'm sure some of you probably enjoyed it more in the pubs and whatnot. But yeah, what a game, what a performance, what a scoreline, what a result. Unbelievable stuff. Couldn't believe what we were seeing, and hopefully there's some more. Hopefully there's some more performances like that to come. Obviously, nice to see the goal difference shoot up again. Took a bit of a hit, -3 last week, so now we've made up for that and we're +2 again, so fantastic. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, really helps. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Cheers.